Going on to all of my Sagittarius out there, how are y'all doing? So let's get into this. All right, so for you Sagittarius, you have the Five of Wands, right? The Ten of Pentacles, Three of Pentacles, the Emperor, the Hermit. I'll just make sure that this is nice. Okay, there you go. The Hermit, the Nine of Pentacles, the Nine of Pentacles, Knight of Pentacles, and then you have the Knight of Swords, the Three of Cups, and the Ace of Wands. Nine and Knight sounds alike, so you have to, pronunciate it correctly. But so that you're able to make the distinction. But what I'm seeing here for you, Sagittarius, is the Five of Wands, right? The Ten of Pentacles, the Three of Pentacles, right? So in essence, a lot of you Sagittarius, right? Let's see. So a lot of you Sagittarius are thinking about taking some time as well. A lot of you Sagittarius are, to be honest with you, a lot of you Sagittarius are kind of surrounded or been approached or in interactions with people who are, I should say in the past, who were dysfunctional. The Five of Wands, you can't necessarily get on any kind of good terms with these people. But these people swear up and down that they're supposed to be, your friend or on your team, right? Your loved one. The Ten of Pentacles, the Three of Pentacles, and all it is that you've been interacting with is people who've tried to delude you, who call themselves your friends. Some of this, the Three of Pentacles, you may not necessarily know where to go. You may not necessarily know what source to go to. Ten of Pentacles, some of you Sagittarius may want some help. You may want to understand what's going on. Well, I mean, you can always come to me for a private tarot reading. There's a link in the comment section called the link tree. Click on it. It'll take you directly to a website in which it has all my social media outlets, from private tarot readings to my books that are on Amazon, clothing store, right, which has hoodies on it, and t-shirts and stuff like this, coffee mugs. I'm working on some pants, actually. I thought I had put pants on there, but it does have some merchandise. Like I said, the prices are coming down because the website put it so high, so I have to manually make it cheaper. And my Instagram page is up there as well. And if you need any kind of help, right, as you're navigating my website, when you click on private tarot readings, if you need any help on that, always feel free to contact me at Kareemspiritworks@yahoo.com, and I'll be able to help direct you to where you can get a private tarot reading from me, as well as other of my value and other things that I produce as well. So I just want to say thank you. But the Emperor and the Hermit is about just that, though. What a lot of you Sagittarius are going through right now is a very transitory state. You're going through a transitory state because you're what it is that in the magic field we call going through and the abyss, meaning that it's up to you now to it's up to you now to define your own selves as to what your purpose is going to be. See, now you know the truth of dating, that everything is not going to go your way. See, people are still very much so asleep, so to speak, or very much so not very aware at the fact that, everyone is going to have to be faced with the choice without exception. If you really want to be in a family setting where you are really, in a family setting, you really have someone that you can work with, this ego game stuff that people get so caught up into, at the end of the day, people can act like that's not what they're into. Listen, love is not one of those things that you need to play that game with. As a matter of fact, the more you play that game, the worse love becomes for you, the more painful it becomes. So how do you do to stop How do you do to stop the pain? You stop fighting. You let go of that ego. I'm gonna have to really I may have to do an in-depth study, another in-depth study on what love is, because people don't understand. The more you struggle in love, the more painful it gets. The more you learn to let go of this goofy ego, this need to control everything instead of working with the person who you're supposed to be with, instead of trying to control them, is the easier things become. The more the answers reveal themselves in life with this person, with you, the more you enjoy it, even through the rough times. And times will get rough. You won't make such rash decisions. Go ahead, break up with the whole person that's been with you for a year, 2 years, because of a goofy situation. But see, people break up with other people that they done been in relationships with for how many umpteenth years, or how much time, that has shown and proven their worth time and time again, because of the ego. You believe, you have this misconception, which is a false conception or a false perception. Excuse me, not a false misconception. Excuse me, a false perception, right? And a false, or I should say, a misconception or a false conception that you should be in control of them and you need to tell them what to do. And the Emperor and the Hermit represents just that. You have to understand that where the power is, the Emperor, right? Where the power is understanding that principle. You're not going to get, listen, trust me, or don't. You're not going to get your way by trying to force the situation. How you go about getting your way is by understanding that these people are people and that they're not toys. And you're going to have to develop some sort of skills to where you and the person could work together. And if the two of you are really that incompatible and the two of you can't come to any kind of conclusion, then that's a telltale sign that it's time for you to leave this person, because this person's not built for you. See, what you see most times in the dating pool is people, as I keep saying it, people keep trying to force relationships. You know good and well that you're not compatible with the person because the two of you are here. Five of Wands, you can't get along with this person. So why are you trying to force the situation? Sorry about that. Sorry, that's my dog. Sorry about that, my love. But you know good and well that you need to stop trying to force the situation. So why do people do it? Because they keep, well, I ain't gonna let this person. It's not about you ain't gonna let this person do this. You ain't gonna let this person get one over. That's ego. And that's where you caught up in the games. Got to learn to let that go. Let people talk they trash, especially if it's garbage. If it's basura, if it's filth, if it's garbage, right? That's Spanish for garbage or filth. If it's basura, then let it be basura. Why are you getting so caught up with, I need to, get this person back, or whatever the case may be? Do you Sagittarius know how much crap people talk about me that ain't even true? They can't verify it. They can't even talk about it. They can't even go into it in detail. They don't know what it is that they talk. People say if I went in and told you, Sagittarius, about the type of gobbledygook that people have said about me that's not even true. I like little people. Oh, if you catch my drift, I like people who are minors and all this type of stuff. This, that, the third. All of that stuff is complete, and it's already been proven to be untrue. But people will say all types of stuff. So what is the point that I'm trying to make here? You can't get so caught up. You can't get so caught up with it. When you walk away from people, you got to learn to not get caught up in the games. The future and what you're potentially capable of, you're supposed to keep that in mind. That people will say, especially dysfunctional people who are too caught up themselves in their own way, to see the forest for the trees, to see life from a panoramic view, a bigger picture. Let them get caught up with that. You Sagittarius, y'all not supposed to be getting caught up with that. Because remember, y'all are supposed to be the half human, half horse. And let me tell y'all, Sagittarius, a trade secret or a secret or a hidden message of Sagittarius. Do you know why Sagittarius represents the centaur or the centaur, which is the half human, half horse? Because it represents the transition from animalistic, or it's supposed to represent the metamorphosis that everyone is supposed to take from an animalistic, emotional mentality to a greater mentality, right? That's why the human is represented as the better mentality, generally speaking, of course, right? Most of the times, than the animalistic mentality, emotional mentality, which is the horse. So it's about learning how to control your own emotions to where it does not get you caught up. Where a lot of you Sagittarius end up getting messed up at, and I'm sorry to say this because I love Sagittarius. I know a lot of Sagittarius. So I don't want to hear any nonsense, right? People deliberately ignoring when I say that I don't go ahead and bash any zodiac sign based off of emotionalities. All I'm trying to do is get to the bottom of it the best I can. I love Sagittarius. I have a brother who's a Sagittarius. Me and him go back and forth with each other, and we don't necessarily get along all the time, but I still love my brother nonetheless. The problem with Sagittarius is y'all are emotional, and y'all need to pay attention to this. What does this have to do with the reading? It has something to do with the reading because the Emperor and the Hermit represents you're going to meet other people who are going to run the same game with you that they would before anyway, that you're so accustomed to. It's up to you, Sagittarius, to understand that your time is worth more than that, and don't follow suit into, is it starting to snow? I think it is starting to snow. Oh, wow. But it's your situation to not follow suit into the BS, okay? Into the BS, and understand what you've got going on. What do you have going on? Nine of Pentacles, the Nine of Pentacles, the Knight of Pentacles. Your situation is good. You're starting at zero. You're at a zero-sum game. What do I mean when I say you're at a zero-sum game? Meaning that you've got no drama in your life right now. You're good. What you Sagittarius need to do, because you've been rejuvenated, you're fresh, you're rejuvenated. You're starting to hail a little bit, but I swear the weather is so odd sometimes. But anyway, now that you're rejuvenated, the Knight of Swords, you're supposed to be in a relationship with somebody who is enthusiastic to be in a relationship with you. The Three of Cups, someone that you can get to know that isn't cheating, that isn't, you have their full attention. See, a lot of times people think that when two people who are getting to know each other has each other's full attention, that makes it boring. I can show and prove that it doesn't make it boring. The other way around actually makes it boring. Why? Because why is it that so many people only want to hang out with people that other people want? Oh, because it screams value. According to whom? Because, again, as I said this before, and I may have to make that video in the future, value is something that you cannot attest to immediately. Value is something that you must understand over time. It's not, you're not supposed to see the value of a situation immediately soon as you see it. Oh, okay. You may understand a little bit of it, fair to you, but you must understand it from a long period of time. You must put skin in the game. You must actually invest into it for you to understand the importance of it. Like, oh, okay, this really is important. This really is valuable. Oh, okay. The Three of Cups, the Ace of Wands represents if people are bringing in problems and they're looking at you like it's transactional, that's a problem. They're doing this for that. That's a problem. You should be getting into a relationship, and this person should be getting into a relationship because the two of you actually understand that the two of you can work together and the two of you will end up being together. Y'all like each other. Y'all have the value systems, similar value systems, and y'all will get together and build something. If you're not doing that, you Sagittarius are ultimately going to be wasting your time if you're talking about you want a relationship, because a relationship, Sagittarius, is completely different from a fling. A fling, you don't have to cook. Listen, the less food, the less you care about each other, the better the better the friends with Bennies is going to be. The more you communicate is the more the friends with Benny starts to mirror or mimic a relationship. Don't do any of that if that's what it is that you want. Now, if you want a relationship, then go ahead with the communication, the food, the spending time with each other, the this, that, the third, the other thing. But don't waste your time, Sagittarius. Don't waste other people's time. And I'm not saying that you're wasting people's time. See, I don't want people to think that I'm talking trash. What I'm trying to say is you, Sagittarius, supposed to know what y'all want. Don't waste your time messing around with this. Let's clarify the Nine of Pentacles. So to clarify the Nine of Pentacles, you have the Seven of Pentacles, the Fool, Two of Pentacles, and then you have the Strength. So to clarify the Nine of Pentacles, the Seven of Pentacles is, yes, let people also see the value in you, and how they're going to see the value in you, what it looks like, because I'm going to give you, Sagittarius, some information, what a person looks like when they see the value in you. They're not playing games. The whole concept of playing games in the first place are people who are not really too serious about being in a long-term commitment with somebody, even though they like them. So they may like you, but it's still a waste of your time and their own, because they're just kind of serious. They're 1 foot in and 1 foot out. The Two of Pentacles and the Strength represents if you will know a person likes you, right, based upon the time and the effort and how direct they are. Can you link their words with their actions? Are they telling you this is what I'm going to do, and then they go ahead and they actually do that? If it's yes, great. If it's no, then you need to leave them alone. But these are just some of the ways, Sagittarius, on how you can tell. You're in a good spot right now. Don't mess that up. Playing egocentric, you know. Anyway, comment on the video, like the video, subscribe to the YouTube channel. I'm trying to make my YouTube channel grow to 10,000 subscribers by the end of June. Smash that subscribe button, smash that like button, hit the notification bell, set the notification bell to all so you can be notified whenever I drop these videos. I have 4,873 subscribers. Go ahead. Love y'all.